Good evening. Hello, everyone. My name is Miriam Kareem, and I'm happy to welcome you all to our Tuesday leadership call. Quick trip to the newbie corner. Please take this business seriously. Take it seriously. And I'm speaking to myself first. Let me just put you in my mind right now. I'm looking in the mirror, talking to myself. And I know this is weird, but just go with me. Miriam, take this business seriously. Our country is headed to unknown territory, and you have got to push hard, learn the skills, and just get in there and just do it. Do what you have to do. Your family is counting on you. Your family is counting on you, Miriam. Do this. Get it done. Make sure that you execute everything to the best of your ability. And if you can't do it to the best of your ability, do better, because there's always room for improvement. So that was just my own talk to myself. I hope somebody got something out of that. But we are heading into uncharted territory. For some of us, it's history repeating itself. For others, it's something that some of us are new to this, what's going on in the world and in our country. But that being said, I would like to introduce you all to our teacher tonight, Coach Will Zanders. He has surpassed 7 figures in our green organics companies and made millions of dollars in the network marketing world. An excellent teacher, and can just tell you how it is, cut and dry, and get it done. So, Coach Will Zanders, are you available, sir?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here, ma'am. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate that kind introduction. And then always, ladies and gentlemen, Miriam being super authentic, super consistent, and really giving you some information without anybody getting too all scared and whatnot about some of the reasons why you should take this business seriously. Again, until you know why, the how doesn't matter. And I remember there was a time, Miriam mentioned earlier, like there's been several times in human history where people have been just truly blown away. And it's never everybody, but it's always somebody truly blown away with what's happening on a global scale, like with World War I, World War II, the Civil War, all these type of things. And people get really into that. And in each of those critical moments, there have been people who have made it out literally just fine. And the reason I say that is because all of you are here, and no matter if you're, of African descent, European descent, doesn't matter. If you trace your ancestry back far enough, there were catastrophic, absolutely super terrifying global events happening, but somehow, some way, your ancestors made it. They made it enough to have kids and have somewhere to live and food to eat, and was able to somehow, become educated, and somehow thousands of millennia later still lead to you. So my thing is, there's going to be 2 types of people in any type of global or national catastrophic type event. And it's going to be people who operate out of fear, and that is in total opposition to anybody who actually believes that God is in control. And it's going to be super the other side of people are going to operate in the spirit of, you know what, been there, done that, my ancestors made it, I'm everything about them, but even better, because everything that they knew, I know plus some, and I have the strength, the ability, and faith in God to make it through whatever comes as well. So you're going to have to choose. And I can tell you, from a standpoint of business, I don't want to join the scared people. I don't want to join the people that are scared. I want to join the people that are confident enough to say, my ancestors made it. They knew I was going to be here. They wanted me to be here. And I want the same thing for my kids and their kids. I'm going to be the one that make it. And Coach Marcus made a great point. You can choose either one. You can choose either side of the fence to be on. But I can just tell you, the Bible literally in it says to do not fear or do not be afraid 365 times. That's not a coincidence. That's not a joke. It really says that. So regardless of your religious affiliation, I want you to just really do your best to learn how to operate in the spirit of confidence and courageousness despite what may be going on externally that you can't control. When you try to really get too caught up into the parts of stuff that you can't control, oh man, you're gonna be losing some sleep. Your cortisol levels gonna go up. Your muscle tissue is gonna go down. Your fat level is gonna go up. You're gonna have bad sleep, stressed out, and some people might have a heart attack. I kid you not. That's how it happens. So you have to really be one of the people who, like Miriam said, take the business seriously. And if this is the motivation that it takes to get you to take the business seriously, then so be it. Look, Dorothy say, I'm not scared, too old to be. I want you, Dorothy. I just say, Dr. Dorothy says she's been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Yeah, but yeah, we've my parents and grandparents too lived through some really interesting civil rights times with my grandmother and stuff. Lynchings was still going on, and hosings and dogs and segregation, and they made it out, stayed strong, made it out, and they were never scared. Fear is a lie from the pit. That's not something we want to do. So don't let the current situation, and it's very uncertain, but don't let it scare you, because at the end of the day, be it scared or be it confident, you still got to feed your kids, still got to pay the mortgage, still got to do the same stuff you got to do. So do you want to go out every day scared and go pay the bills and do everything you know you have to do? Or do you want to go out confident? And that is why I love that she brought that up. That's a very good, very important topic that needs to be discussed without people being scared to have these real, raw, transparent conversations. And I can tell you, there are going to be people in a couple of years that wish they would have built the business right now. I'm telling you, the people right now wish they would have took the business seriously 2 and 3 years ago. That I can assure you. So the best time to take your business seriously was about 5-6 years ago. The second best time to take your business seriously is today. So thank you so much, Miriam, for those kind, genuine, heartfelt, authentic words. And we are going to keep it moving. So we are in, not coincidentally, we are in week 3 of the confidence course. And maybe that's why I'm so confident and fearless. I've been studying this information for y'all, dusting off the notes the last 3 weeks to make sure that you have the confidence you need to move forward, not just in your business, but in life in general, okay? And in the first week, it was really about your self-talk, okay? Talk to yourself. Don't listen to everything else going on and all of the fear. You talk to yourself, and your self-talk is the #1 must-have to be confident. Number 2, we said do confidence. Don't want it, don't wait, do it. Confidence is more of an action word. And now we're going to move in to the number 3 must-have for elite level confidence, week 3 in our 6-week series. And before I tell you must-have number 3, I just want to reiterate why it's so important and tie that into what Miriam said. Miriam said this is the time, this is the season. Everything's a season, everything in life is a cycle. And it's the time to take the business seriously. When you're talking to your prospects and when you're talking to people about the business and asking them to make a decision to join or not, whatever, it's cool. They've never gotten a paycheck from Green Organics LLC. They don't have a PayQuick or debit card yet. They don't know that the direct deposits come in and we pay on Cash App and Venmo, and you can get your money any way you want to get it, and we pay daily. They don't know that. They don't know that our pay plan pays out daily, weekly, and monthly money. They don't know that. They don't know any of that. They're not buying the pay plan, okay? They've also never had a chance to try our life-changing transformational products. They've never got them before. They're just thinking about ordering from you. So here's my question, and the question is rhetorical. If they're not buying the product because they're not buying their belief in that, they don't have it yet. They're not buying the product. They're not really buying the pay plan when they decide to join. What are people really buying, ladies and gentlemen? What are people buying? They've never had a product before. They've never got a check. What is your prospect buying? Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you, Francine. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Belinda, Katrina, everybody. They got it. They're buying you. And the #1 thing that you can have to make them buy you and what you're telling them is going to happen is your confidence in yourself and the fact that it's going to happen. Okay, when I sponsor somebody, I tell them till this day the same as I told them over 10 years ago. I said, if you join me, I'm not going to let you fail. If you fail, it's going to be because you didn't listen, you didn't read the books, you didn't do what I told you to do, you didn't copy paste the script, you didn't post, you didn't come to the event, you didn't have the right auto ship. It ain't gonna be because I didn't tell you everything that we know works. Top tried, tested, and proven. It's gonna be because you either didn't do it or you quit. Okay, so I am not gonna let you fail. If you succeed or if you fail, it's gonna be on you. Okay, and that's what I tell people when I'm being 100% real with them. That's what you have to do up front. Okay, so getting into number 3 for literally the number 3 must have for elite level confidence in all that you do is act confident, don't feel. Act confidence, don't feel. And I'm going to explain that, okay? Society in the news and everybody, probably 70, 80% of people would have you feel your way through how you do things, okay? I feel tired, so I'm going to act tired, okay? I don't feel like waking up at 5 in the morning to go to the gym, so I'm going to act and hit the snooze button. That's my action. And people's actions are being dictated by their feelings. And feelings are, you feel cold, you put on a jacket, now you feel warm, okay? You feel sad, then somebody tells you a joke and you feel happy. You're having a terrible day, you feel bad, you find $500 on the ground, now you feel good. People have been taught in our society for your feelings to dictate your actions. And that is not confidence. That is that external type of validation we're talking about. Your confidence has to be internal, or else when you need it, it's not going to be there. When you need it the most, your confidence is going to be on sabbatical. You hear me? So you have to act confident, don't feel. Will, I don't feel like a top earner, so I'm not going to act like a top earner. I don't feel like a top earner, so I'm going to have the bare minimum products. I'm not going to be at no events. I'm going to skip all the Zooms. I'm going to be late to all the Zooms, so I miss what Miriam's talking about. I'm gonna skip Coach Sonic and Marcus Zoom totally. I might watch a recording one. I don't feel like it. I'm tired today. I don't feel like getting information. I don't feel like driving to get to Orlando. I don't feel like taking money and canceling my HBO Max for 2 months so I can get a plane ticket to. I don't feel like doing any of that, so I won't do it. Okay, and that is how 70% of people are going to live their entire life. Okay, that's how they're going to live their entire life. You just need that. And a lot of people, I'm gonna tell you, the only thing worse than living your whole life in your feelings is acting and living your life based on somebody else's feelings. Somebody else might tell you something about somebody who ain't never did nothing to you, and because they feel some type of way about a person, you're gonna feel some type of way. Then you're gonna act in accordance, not even with your own feelings, with somebody else's feelings. That's wild. But that is how 70% or more of people will live their life. And that's why they'll never get what they want to get. I feel scared, so I'm going to act scared. Okay? And it's a cycle. Now, here's the point. Let me give you a quote. Heard this quote 10 years ago, 12 years ago, never forgot it. Just because you don't feel confident, I take that back. This is back when I was playing basketball. This is further back than that. Just because you don't feel confident doesn't mean you don't act confident. I'm going to say it again for my friends in the cheap seats. Just because you don't feel confident, capitalize feel in your notes. Just because you don't feel confident, it doesn't mean you don't act confident. Just doesn't. It just doesn't. This is why actors are some of the highest paid profession in the world. Okay? I'm going to tell you. It's not that I wasn't confident, but I didn't feel like I had enough energy. When we did the meeting in Atlanta that just passed, and shout out to everybody who came to Atlanta, we spent we did a ton of information with Kenya and Derek and Isaac and Sarge, Miss Charlotte, and it was amazing. I got a chance to share a little bit at the end. And then we went on a whole deep dive into some stuff that we ain't never talked about, which and we only scraped the tip of the iceberg of that. We were just out of time. But I'll say this. And anybody who didn't make it to Atlanta, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think we're going to be running that particular play back in Orlando, but maybe the next time in Atlanta we might. But here's the point. In that previous 2 days, and Atlanta is day number, you know what my nose is. But in those 3 days, so between Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, I had only slept 6 hours total. I slept an average, by the time Saturday hit, I had only slept 6 hours out the previous 50, 60 some hours. So I didn't feel like I had a bunch of energy, but you couldn't tell I acted like it. I was busy. I had stuff to do, stuff for the house, stuff for the family, stuff for business. So much behind the scenes going on with Green Organics and HB and Go. So much good stuff. I can't wait to share with y'all. Hopefully we got it going on in Orlando. We got some announcements for you and stuff. It just gets better. Good grief. It gets so good here. But here's the point. I didn't feel like I had a lot of energy at all, but I acted like it. And you couldn't tell the difference because I know that it's okay to feel tired or feel some type of way, but I'm not going to act like that. Okay, I'm not gonna act like that. And that's the point. You don't have to do that. So here's the thing. Just because you don't feel confident doesn't mean you don't act confident. Here's how you make it work for you. Here is how you implement the number 3 must-have for elite level confidence. Okay? I act like a top earner, and then you're gonna feel like a top earner just because you act like one. It's hard to not feel like a top earner if you never miss an event and your auto ship is what it need to be. It's just hard to feel like, it's hard to not feel like a top earner, okay? I take the action of working out and I act like a fit athlete so I can feel like a fit athlete. I'm gonna take the action of working out so I can feel like an athlete, okay? I'm gonna act like a champion so I can feel like a champion. But if I don't, here's the point. If I feel like a loser and I act like a loser, here's the cycle. If I feel like a loser, then I'm act like a loser because my feelings are in control. I act like a loser. And if I act like a loser, I'm going to feel like a loser. And if I feel like a loser, I'm going to just keep acting like a loser. And it's a cycle. Now, here's the thing. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to feel like you ain't got it all together. It's okay to feel like a loser. But you don't have to act like that. Here's the thing. Let's reverse it. I feel like a loser, but I'm going to act like a winner. And when I act like a winner, I start feeling like a winner. It's the strangest thing. And I'm going to give you a great example for that in a little bit. But here's the point. It's similar to the cycle of taking action so that you get results. And then when you take the results, you get the results, then you get confident. And when you're confident, because you feel confident, but you feel confident based on the results you got from taking action, okay? So when you take action, you get results. When you get those results, you feel a little bit more confident. When you feel a little bit more confident, you're gonna take a little bit more action. And when you take a little bit more action, you're gonna get more results. And when you get more results, you really start feeling confident. And when you feel that confidence, you start taking action like it's the thing to do, and you start expecting to get results. And when you start operating in the spirit of expectation, now you're on fire. It's a cycle. But no matter if you feel good, you feel bad, you feel tired, act like a top earner, and the feeling will come there, okay? Act, then feel. Don't feel, then act. Some days you're gonna feel like a winner and you act like it. That's great, awesome. But some days you won't. Some days you won't, okay? On the days when you don't feel like building your business, you better take the action of building your business. On days when you feel like you'll never make it and everybody else is doing great and I'm not, you better act like you about your business, act like you about your father's business. Either way is gonna start the cycle, but your action is what's really gonna dial it in. So act confidence, don't feel. Act, do the action of being confident, don't feel. Okay, most of society, the 70% of society who will never make it, are going to feel then act, but not you. You are going to act and then feel. And when you act then feel, you're in control. When you feel then act, you're being controlled by your feelings and emotions. And a lot of times, the way you feel is based on stuff happening outside of you that has nothing to do with you. Well, CNN said this, and the president said that, and the military said this, and Fox said that, and external, because none of these people know you, by the way, or me, or care. None of them care. The last president didn't care. This president don't care. It's not their job to care about you or me. They got their own stuff going on. They ain't worried about us. It's at all, in any beneficial capacity. They never have. Just never been a thing. So here's the point. If you're going to feel a type of way based on external stuff, you're still being controlled by external things. You'll never have the confidence you need to build your business when you had a chance. Okay? You just won't. Guess what? The Baltimore Ravens and Mark Andrews blew it. And I mean blew it in the playoffs. I don't feel bad about that. Sure, I wanted them to win, but you ever seen those fans on TV when they team lose and they be throwing the TV and hitting the TV with a baseball bat and screaming and hooting and howling, looking all crazy? Yeah, the Bills blew it, but it wasn't even the Bills' fault. When you playing the Kansas City Chiefs, you playing 13 on 11, 14 on 11. It's always the referees. We don't even that ain't even up for debate. That's life. Yeah, that's life. Y'all know that. But here's the point. I'm not getting upset about that. I'm not getting into my feelings about none of that. I'm gonna be confident regardless. And that's the point. That is the point. When you act based on your feelings, you're not in control. But when you act and then worry about feeling on the back end, when you take action, when you take the action that you want to take, you're in control. Let me give you a different version of it. Let's get esoteric for a minute, and then we'll get into what time? We've been doing so good on these calls. Oh yeah, we'll be out early. This is gonna be my third or fourth call we've done early. This is crazy. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right. Not the Bible-based personal development class. We've been pushing that to the limit. But for our regular calls on Tuesdays and Sundays, we've been doing great. Now, here's the point. Let's get esoteric. Let's look at the book of Genesis for a moment. And this is going to be chapter 27, verses 21 and 22. You don't have to look it up. I'll read it to you. But Genesis chapter 27, verses 21 and 22. This is when Isaac, okay, Abraham's son, this is when his sons are coming. His son is coming to him for the blessing because he knew that his father had the energetic and spiritual and vibrational ability to give him a blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, you should be praying and speaking positively over your children. You have a spiritual authority and right to do that. Even your spiritual kids, even your kids and your team. You should really be applying this. Don't complain about your team. Pray for your team. I kid you not. They'll grow. They don't even have to know you praying for them. They'll grow. If I had $1 for every day I prayed and fasted for half of you jokers, I wouldn't be on this call because I would have a yacht. Okay. You don't have to let them know that you've been praying for them and interceding on their behalf, regardless of what they choose to do in their beliefs and their activities. But that's a way better thing than complaining all the time. I can tell you that. And so here is what you're going to have. Okay. And pray for your upline too. Yeah. Keep us in your prayers for real, for real. We need that. We need that. Okay. So this is the verse. And Isaac said unto Jacob, come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. Okay. And Jacob went near unto his father, and he felt him and said, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands, the feeling organ, the hands, but the hands are the hands of Esau. Now, let me explain that on an esoteric level, and let's make sense for you. Because you know, the first 5 books of the Bible is my personal favorites. The Pentateuch, the Torah is my jam. Okay. For those, some of y'all know that. Now, here's the point. When you unpack that, literally, that's an event that literally happened. But if you unpack that on an esoteric level to make it applicable to everybody, okay, from a personal development standpoint, all right. When Isaac is has the ability to give his son the thing his son wants. This is a manifestation thing, okay? Jacob does not even deserve what he's asking for. It doesn't belong to him. It belongs to his older brother. I already got the birthright. We're talking about the blessing that typically went to the older son, the one who deserves it. This, and listen, Isaac in this verse, he's older, and the Bible says in the verses before that, he's blind. And it's letting you know that when God desires to bless you and allow your prayers to be answered, I'm talking about the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay, the God of Ishmael as well, all right, just same God, by the way. I ain't dealing with no other gods. Now, here's the point about my Muslim brothers and sisters call him Allah. Same, that's the God I'm talking about. Now, here's the point. God is blind insofar as some things we don't deserve because of our actions, we could still get. I need you to really understand and unpack that. Don't nobody deserve nothing great. We all mess up in our life. Nobody's perfect. But some people really be getting some stuff that you got to sit back and look. And then you get into this conversation with yourself. This is dangerous. You get into this conversation with yourself. They don't deserve that. Look, I'm better than them. I'm a better person than them. See, judge not, lest ye be judged. That's why you ain't got it. You complain and focus, pocket watching other people instead of focusing on yourself in your relationship with God. Okay, now watch. Isaac can't see. He doesn't know who's who, Jacob or Esau. So that's the setup. But he has the gift. He has the ability to give this particular blessing, okay, to one of his sons. He tells Jacob, come near, okay, I pray thee. So this is when you, in your prayer life, I pray thee. This is when you praying, okay? Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, my son. The feeling is the secret to getting your prayers answered. And if your feelings are dictated by external stuff, you're going to blow it. But if you act first, you are going to, listen, if you dressed up in gym clothes and went to the gym and just started working out, you will feel like an athlete. I hate to break it to you. You might not be in the best shape of your life. A lot of athletes get injured. They on IR for 6 months. Then they got to work their way back in the gym. You just an athlete coming back off the injured reserve, but you'll feel like it. Okay, Rick Burnett literally he takes action. Okay, Rick work out probably every day. Rick work out too much. We're in Denver, Colorado, climbing the second most difficult climb in the entire domestic United States as a team. If you were there in Colorado and we climbed that mountain, put mountain in the chat because it was wild. Rick Burnett. And I don't know if Rick want to put how young he is in the chat, but he can if he want to. Okay, if anybody who don't know Rick might put how young he is in the chat for y'all. Okay, this is just a year ago, less than a year ago. Rick is 71. Okay, I can tell the same story about Charlotte Whitaker, by the way, but I'm gonna tell Rick's story right now because Miss Charlotte been with us longer. Y'all know Miss Charlotte physical exploits is amazing. Rick made it up the side of the mountain. They both 71. I love them both. 71 years young. Rick, and they both made it up the mountain, by the way. They had people half their age didn't make it up that mountain. In their 20s didn't make it up that mountain. Rick made it up the mountain so fast, he passed up our youngest team member, who's Jonas Creighton, who played college basketball. Rick also passed up at least half the class of whatever military academy was in Denver. There was a military academy, young recruits. They were doing PT that day, and Rick blazed past all them. Rick passed up me, Marcus, everybody. The Air Force was there. Thank you, the Air Force was there. Blitzed him. Rick feels like an athlete. Look, he said good products, which is true. Rick definitely had more energy now than he used to. He tells me all the time. But here's the point. He didn't feel like going up that mountain. None of us did, I don't think. After the first 30 steps, none of us thought we really didn't feel like it. But when he acted like he was, boom, the feeling was the secret. He made it up the mountain faster than anybody. It was amazing to watch. It was amazing to watch. And Troy Monroe's no different. Troy Monroe has not aged in all the years I've known him. I don't know if Troy's on the call or not, but Troy is on another level as well. That Troy, Rick, and Charlotte, and it's probably the top 3 athletes on our team. And anybody who don't believe that, y'all probably need to come to an event and see if y'all can hang with them. You probably can't. I can't. I'm not even trying. Okay. So when you act, feel. So that's the point. Come near, I pray thee, that I may feel thee, whether thou be my very son Esau or not. And Jacob went near unto Isaac his father, and he felt him. Okay, the voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands, the feeling aspect of it is that of Esau. So the feeling is the secret. You probably understand it, and that's not good. You need to overstand it. Okay, if you want to feel like a top earner, because you know if you feel like a top earner, you'll manifest that in your physical reality. You need to act like a top earner first. Okay, you need to act like it first. I'm telling you, 100%. All right. Now let's dig a little bit deep before we wrap the call. Let's dig a little bit deep. We got about 5 minutes. We don't want to wait for the right confidence to come the same way. We don't want to wait for the right emotions and feelings to come so we can build our business at our best. What top earners understand is that just because you don't feel confident, it doesn't mean you can't act confident. Top earners understand, and you understand now that you can act confident regardless of how you feel, and your feelings will catch up. Your feelings change so fast. I'm cold. Put on a jacket. Now I'm warm. That took 1 second. I'm warm. I'm gonna cut on the air conditioner. Now I'm cool. That took 1 second. It took 1 second. Your feelings will change. I'm having a sad day. Then my wife called. Now I'm in a good mood. My mama called me. Now I'm in a good mood. I feel good now. I'm talking to people I love. I'm in a good mood now, right? It's just the feeling. It's so wishy-washy, but your actions is the thing you can control. And I just cannot hit this point hard enough. Act first, then feel. You're good. Okay? Now listen, this last part I'm gonna give you. I care about you, and I'm gonna give you a basketball example as we wrap up the call. I care about you, okay, as a team, and even people who aren't even on here. I care about all of you. I don't care how you feel. I care about how you act. I'm gonna say that again. I care about you, truly, truly I do. God is my witness, truly I do. I care about you and your families. I care. I truly care. I don't care how you feel, okay? I care about how you act. And you should be the same way. I don't care about how I feel. Some stuff got to get done for the family. I didn't feel like doing it. You never feel like doing it, but you do it. You take action. Okay, that's it. That just come from, this is what it is. Come from being a leader, come from being a mama, come from being a daddy, come from being a husband, come from being a wife. You don't feel like, MJ probably don't feel like doing half the stuff she does as a wonderful wife. She do it. Trust me, I don't feel like doing half the stuff I do, but I do it. And you got to really understand, as a leader, it's no different. Okay? I don't care how I feel. You know, I don't care how you feel. I care about how you act. You got to really understand that, all right? Now, the basketball example is this. You the point guard, you got the ball. Me and Sean, we love basketball examples, obviously. You got the ball, you the point guard, you're coming up the court. Boom, 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 boom. You got your shooting guard and your small forward. Let's just say y'all playing small ball. You got two shooting guards and you the point forward. So you the small forward, but you handling the ball. And you got your shooting guard and your point guard, and they're both good, like Allen Iverson. They can shoot and they can dribble. Steph Curry, whatever. You got two of them, one on your left, one on your right. Okay, Jessica say point, what's her position? Yeah, me and Shauna was in the post. I ain't getting to point until I got to college and realized I wasn't tall. Not like that, okay? So you the point guard, you got the ball. And you got two people, and both of these people are the same height, same weight. And hear me out. Both of the shooting guards, one on your left, one on your right, they feel inside, they are supremely confident that if they shoot the ball, they're gonna make it. They both have 100% feeling, 100% feeling that I'm gonna hit this shot. 100%. Ball touch me, that's game. Now, one of them is like this. He's not acting confident. He feels confident, but his actions don't match up. The other one, both of them feel confident. The other one feels confident. He like this. Let's go. He got hands. He verbal. Hips low. Hands ready for the ball. He ready to catch it. Man, give it to me. He telling you, give me the ball. Give me the ball. I got it. I'm on. Trust me. Game. You going home. Game. Who are you going to pass it to? They're both equally confident, but one teammate is acting confident. The other one is acting. He's not even acting. He's not acting not confident, but he's not acting confident. It's the same way with your prospects. Who got the energy? Who has the confidence that we can see based on action? Even if this one wasn't confident, you wouldn't know it. You would still pass him the ball. Okay? Put a 1 in the chat if that example makes sense about why it's so important for you to act first, feel second. Okay? Just understand that. And we're going to close tonight's perfect. Thank you. Yeah, when you for our people who do farmers markets, and I know Atlanta be doing the farmers market. Tiara and them be doing the farmers market. Listen, if I go to a farmer's market, I used to go to them in Dallas all the time, not to work, but to buy stuff. You got two people selling elote street corn. I always went to the one that had the confidence and the energy. I never even found out if the other one had better street corn, better elotes. I didn't know. I'm going to that person right there. High energy equals high income, so says Coach Stu. All right, so this is what we're going to do to close this up. I'm going to give you a 5-question confidence self-assessment for network marketing. And this is where we're going to break, and we'll pick up part 4 of the 4th must-have for elite level network marketing confidence. We'll cover that next Tuesday, okay? Question number one, in the confidence self-assessment for network marketing. Question number one. This is, you don't have to put the answers in the chat. You can, you don't have to. This is for you and your personal information. And huge shout out to Sydney Brown, because she is the super scribe. I don't know what we're doing for Sydney in Orlando, but it got to be something nice, because she be looking out. She be looking out. I'm telling you, she's amazing. All right, number one. Do you believe in your ability to succeed in network marketing and achieve your goals? That's a yes or a no. Ain't no such thing as almost pregnant. Okay, just you gotta understand that. Ain't no, it just ain't. Okay. Question number one, do you believe in your ability to succeed in network marketing and achieve your goals? Question number two, do you speak to yourself positively when facing challenges or setbacks in your business? Okay, question number two, do you speak to yourself positively when facing challenges or setbacks in your business? Okay. Question number three, in a confidence self-assessment for network marketing, do you stay focused on your daily actions rather than dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future outcomes? Okay. Do you stay focused on your daily actions rather than dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future outcomes? All right. Number four, can you maintain confident body language and a positive demeanor even when you face rejection or tough days? Top earners can. Okay. Can you maintain confident body language, head up, chest out, right? Shoulders back. Can you maintain confident body language and a positive demeanor, even when you face rejection or tough days? All right. And this is the last question in the 5-question confidence self-assessment for network marketing. Number 5, do you take intentional steps like practicing deep breathing, affirmations and positive self-talk, meditation, okay? Physical activities like power poses, we'll talk about those later. Do you take intentional steps like deep breathing or affirmation, etc., to stay calm and focused during stressful moments? Okay, I'm a huge fan of power poses. Okay, we'll talk about those on the next call, but I'm a huge fan of deep breathing, all right, to really slow down my heart rate and things like that, especially in stressful moments. So question number 5, and we're closing the call with that. Do you take intentional steps like practicing deep breathing, affirmations, meditation, power poses, etc., to stay calm and focused during stressful moments or high anxiety moments? Okay, so that's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, we are done a little bit after quarter of the hour. Okay, so thank y'all so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. You have made it through part 3 in the 6-part confidence series for elite level confidence. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all on the next one. I think we got Coach Sonic tomorrow, Coach Marcus and Coach Tina on Thursday. We are fired up. And Sydney, that is called the Confidence Self-Assessment for Network Marketing. That's just what I decided to call it. This doesn't exist anywhere, but it exists here now. Confidence Self-Assessment for Network Marketing. All right, y'all have a great night. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for all the diamonds and the leaders for hopping on. And I will see y'all in Orlando. Y'all have a good night. Thank you to Coach Marcus and Miriam as well for putting this Zoom together. I appreciate y'all so much.